We have, well, this is going to be game number 1. We do have 2 votes for Na'Vi. It feels like they have a pretty good draft.
Pasha goes for the Ring of Tarask. The Bracer just tanking up a bit. Looks like everyone's getting theirs this game.
Yeah, pretty slow, farm-intensive early game. Perhaps the one swing is the mid lane where Queen of Pain is having a fantastic time with the 33-11. And First Blood going to come out. Grimstroke in the bottom, going down. The Mirana now trying to escape here. Milan being chased down by the PL Illusions.
Invis Rune popped by Tanner here. Yep. Will he elect to do anything, or is he just going to use this to get a last hit? That's my kind of man. Invis Rune for the extra last hit with no harass.
Stampede. Top. Yep. Back at top. Pasha's going to use this to get a stun in, and it's the first rotation coming in from Magical. The Huck going to go down. No level 6 on him, nor would he necessarily want to use it.
Sometimes you want like the Iron Talon to kill the bigger creeps faster, but in this case, Fated Brooch is quite nice.
Here come NIP with the Moonlight Shadow initiation. Na'Vi did not see this. Tower getting very low. The cast into a Maledict with an arrow to fold up, and the Queen of Pain and Magical gets bursted. They did a good job hiding everyone on the map when Moonlight Shadow was used, I believe.
Na'Vi just farming bottom while this is all going on.
Yeah, without the stuns, it's not easy to punish this. Magical does have an Orchid queued up for that very reason, so he's going to try and at least force the Void Spirit to go for a defensive item here. They go in with the Sonic Wave. Tanner survives on a sliver of health here. He does still the poison.
No, don't deny him. Oh my, I think he might have lived if Milan hadn't hit him there.
With the Voodoo Restoration.
Yeah, Voodoo Restoration, 6 stick charges.
Oh, he 6 charges too, wow.
Okay, we need to get back onto our side of the map that we want to play around the Roche, around the top half, so we're going to smoke there because we know NIP has gone there. Very natural flow of events here. As well, they are smoked.
Double outpost for Dire too. Na'Vi couldn't get up there quick enough. The Blink Hope's not going to be dodged by the leap. Ravage comes out as well with an arrow follow-up. A perfect set. They're going to be able to burst down the PL. Disaster for Na'Vi. Although they do find Tanner elsewhere, so maybe not as bad as it first looked with the Orchid. You mentioned it. If he dies once, the Orchid.
I already think it's worth it.
Yep.
They're already bad, depending on what side you're looking at.
I mean, the Orchid, yeah, definitely worth it, but questionable, maybe Aghanim Scepter rushes. Na'Vi lead the charge in. The Soulbind going to leash 2 together here. The Sonic Wave perfect on the 4 heroes. Na'Vi with the refresh Phoenix spells are diving in forward, slowing them all down. Blizzy does manage to crack off the slow though. It does look like NIP maybe ought to, well, maybe not get out anymore. Mirana needs to juke around these streets, gets caught by a Blink Hope Stomper with the Orchid on her. She could not leap away, but Pasha may have overcommitted here. The Wraith King with the Radiance just holding his ground, trying to bring down Pasha, but he gets away just barely to Huck.
That Bracer, or the Van Brace value.
Yep.
As Philosopher's Stone on Peter, so free wards forever. They do have the BKB, as you said, going Blink on Wraith King as well. Yeah, the timings just don't match up to me. As we see top, the silence from Tanner. Na'Vi or Magical with the return silence. The arrow fishes, does not hit, but they find him.
Silence, and with the taunt to follow it up, Tanner brings down Magical. He does not have a defensive item of his own, and it feels like Na'Vi really need this BKB on Queen of Pain.
They had no heroes that naturally deal with PL, and guess what? They just built a bunch of items that did, and they ended up taking that game. Will we see somewhat of a repeat? We already have the Radiance. We have the Greaves from Mirana coming out. And Satanic MKB is his path of choice here. So that's definitely the synergy of manning up. You want to make sure every single attack lands when you are hitting with that Satanic, and you want to make sure you're dishing out as much damage as possible. As Magical serves as the human ward that is also getting the kill. Forced to BKB though.
Yep. We'll throw out the Sonic Wave just to push him back a bit. But yeah, is forced to use that 10-second BKB. I guess against Tide, you're just looking to like pop the BKB when you go in so you don't get ravaged. So
yeah, you have to. It's too difficult to play around that AoE.
It might not matter if it's a short BKB duration as much. Charge in, Tanner barely escapes. Nice 2-man ravage, but they're taking a lot of damage on the Dire side. NIP in all sorts of trouble with the Soulbind. That's going to link in 2, and the Tide, he can't use any further spells because of the silence. And now Magical charging forward. This Arcane Rune spelling trouble here, but Tanner with a nice position for his TP out does not get caught.
But if you're only up by, or even, I guess at this point, they're not even up anymore, it's very difficult to do so. And Na'Vi looking to make stuff happen, but look at these lanes. I hope NIP is aware of this, because bottom lane as well as middle lane make this quite obvious.
Pasha charging in with the Inkswell stun, but completely off the mark with the Hoof Stomp, but they will still catch now the Witch Doctor. Phoenix gets the egg off here. They need to keep it alive. Mirana tries to leap in and go for the egg, but will not succeed in doing so. Is forced to leap away. Milan survives thanks to the invis here. The egg going to pop off and go into Huck, but he does have a BKB TP, but the Sonic Wave will be enough, and down he goes. Na'Vi pull ahead with a big Wraith King kill.
2/3 of that. He has 4,000 health right now. They have to do 4,000 damage during the Centaur ultimate to kill him.
And here Twitch chat told me NA is bad at math.
We have something going for us. Maybe I do, at least. I don't know.
You've solved it.
Yes.
Everyone just needs engineering degrees. Blizzy showing some engineering himself. Gets a nice Blink Ravage to start the fight, but the follow arrows off the mark. With the Stampede, Slayer's able to dodge the arrow. Does have a Supernova here, which I imagine is going to look to find an opening to get off. He doesn't want to get caught by the Mirana here. Drops the egg now. There's going to be an attempt to focus down the egg. Can they do enough hits on it? Doesn't look like they're going to get it. It's going to be close. I know, it pops. They turn it around. Tanner goes down. Sonic Wave comes out. Dahak needs an X. He's got a BKB, but it wears off, and he dies in the reincarnation. No escape for him. A second death as he comes out.
Oof.
Only PPD. Peter, where are you?
Already top lane of Rax gone. Middle lane of Rax.
14k gold suddenly. No longer the even game.
That's all it takes is 1-1 fight. That's what it felt like to me in the draft for Na'Vi with their lineup comparatively. Is NIP had to win a lot of fights, and Na'Vi had to win just 1 or 2.
Yeah, and they're gonna look for that smoke wraparound, try and get onto the supports first. The Grimstruck, the Phoenix, these are the heroes that'll be easier kills, and they can have such a big impact on these fights. But Na'Vi, they saw them plan an observer. The Blink Hopesoft is still going to catch 2. The Soulbind there as well. Nice Ravage, but where's the follow-up? The arrow going to come in, catches out the Phoenix. They managed to burst the Phoenix here. Who's next? Tanner just charging on forward with the BKB. Finds Ilias in the trees. Grimstruck in some trouble here. The Astral Step through. They're going to bring him down, so that's a nice start. They've taken out the 2 supports. Dahak going to now take out the Queen of Pain. They're dealing with the cause now, but there's still a big bad PL. Have they got the answers to him? He's got an Aegis. The arrow going to catch him out of the Yule Scepter. Buyback from the Queen of Pain. They want to try and kill the PL. They get him once. They've got to do it a second time now.
Buyback from Quab.
Have they got the answers for him? Crystallize immediately. Doppelganger the high ground. Then he turns to fight. He wants to go on Tanner. PL still very healthy. They've got to find the real PL, and I believe they have an idea of where he is with that Satanic being popped. But now it's going to be wearing off. Dahak, he's in the front lines here. He's got the reincarnation, though. He's going to be coming back to life fairly soon. Crystallize still healing with the Satanic. Still healthy. Magical's reappeared, though, and he's going to BKB. He's going to help bring down 1, and it looks like Na'Vi are turning this fight with the PL still alive. It's a 2-man show, the PL Queen of Pain show. They take out Mirana and Magical with a timely buyback, understanding NIP without ultimates weren't going to be able to deal with that PL.
The Satanic really proving its usefulness there. Going for a full Abyssal, I think he might even have it. Let's see.
Ooh, yeah, he does.
He does. Wow, that's scary as all hell. 26,000 net worth now.
About to hit level 25 as well.
Oh, he almost kills the courier.
Oh, he saw it flying in. That's why I was going for it. Crystallize. Doesn't have buyback here after buying his
double Abyssal?
Yeah. Oh my god. Perfectly played with the Soulbind. He will manage to focus down the Void Spur. It's going to immediately buy back. They want to get Blizzy with the BKB Queen of Pain. They'll succeed in doing so. Peter, he's on the cliff. He's been learning a little too many tricks from Arteezy, and he's just watching his teammates die. The Sonic Wave is going to catch Wraith King on the respawn, and yeah, Peter did manage to TP off the cliff as NIP. Not looking too pretty for them. Quap also hits level 25, gets that Scream of Pain Fear.
That's huge. Big talent there. Don't know if it's going to change much because they're... Oh!
Blink, Ravage on 4, arrow follow-up. They catch the Queen of Pain. That's going to be a dieback from the Queen of Pain if they can't keep her alive.
The average
Phoenix does not have an egg here, but yeah, they turn it around for now. The Queen of Pain. Here, a cheese being nom-nom-nommed on, and that's got to be GG as NIP are defeated in Game 1. Na'Vi, they were patient this game, and it paid off.
Yeah, the thing is, if you have a Centaur X going, you have 66% health. So not only that, but all the heals are 66% more effective because every bit of health you have is that much more impactful.
It is it's going to be Razor, so it is the magical Razor Crystallize will be playing that Medusa.
Yeah, I like that swerve. I really like this Dusa pick.
So he might just be dead.
Yeah, Razor's got boots, and Tanner's praying for help. He's got PPD coming, and
no, barely. But so tower aggro range is 500. So if the oh my god, bottom, they can't let me talk. As Milan goes on Crystallize again, doesn't have mana for Fissure, was actually 2 mana short. Does get the first blood though. It's 500 range. So if they're within 500 range and they issue an attack on the Medusa, then they'll draw aggro. So if he walks outside of that 500 range, then they would have been able to attack him without drawing the tower aggro. But he stayed really close to the tower, so they weren't willing to attack him, but he still died anyway. As we see Magical going top, onto Dahak. This is what I mean. There's just so many juicy suck targets this game as he will drain them for all of their damage. Navi, is Tanner going to get him? Oh, the side blade attack.
Yeah, so Razor game.
Yeah, he almost got him there.
All right.
Navi's just chilling in the other lanes, though. They are going to respond to this accordingly because they're like, why? I guess we'll respond to this level 5 Bristleback. He's only level 5, and he's just going to die? Yeah.
Crystallize gets this kill. Milan will get a revenge kill. Takes out Slayer. And Crystallize taking quite a bit of damage. This beefy Underlord. Maybe a little bit happier now with all the damage he's accruing. He's threatening Crystallize. Charging in. Blizzy wants another kill, but... Brown boots or Tranquil boots Shaker, but he's
the breadwinner of this game, actually. I didn't realize how good he was doing. That might be a real difference maker for them here.
He's more net worth than the Underlord for a second there. And they're going to charge him with the Necroslam. They bring down Magical. That's a huge kill to get. The Razor goes down. Na'Vi looking to see what they can find in retaliation, but they lose their mid tier 1 tower. PPD with a blinding light to push him away too. So not going to go down.
He needs that Yules on Magical, otherwise he kind of just dies to TA. There's a trap. It's a trap.
TA. Not going to commit the blink.
Well, he stacks the value.
No, it depends who for. If Tanner takes it, then
I didn't specify. It's fine.
Yeah. Crystallize being body blocked here in the mid lane.
Who's going on who?
Yeah, it seems a bit unclear. PPD gets caught by the slow here, and there we go. They're going on the Bristle. He gets speared into the Mars Arena, and Magical, getting cookied forward, doesn't hit the stun, so the Fish is going to allow Tanner to disengage from the static link.
They do have Blink Echo.
Did Scouter. They had a Sentry Ward in the mid lane, so they've seen this Invis Shaker and almost certainly would have seen the Blink Dagger on him.
Yeah, he uses the cookie in an attempt to escape.
No, sir.
Mars is here, though. This might be bad for NIP.
Yeah, Slayer.
No arena for 5.
Buying a lot of times when that arena comes back up, gets speared into the side here. And 9 Pasha. He's, like you said, his arena's coming back up. He's out of mana, though, for the time being here. Charging in forward with Crystallize. He's got these Stone Gates, so he's going to try to lock him in place. The Mortimer's Kisses raining on down, doing some good damage, and they managed to stone up PPD. He's in way too deep, gets caught in the arena. Double kill for Magical. And
Lizzie ulted in. I thought he was ulting out.
Yeah, they punish a big overextension. Tanner's waiting on the high ground. It's a bait this time. A trap in NIP's favor. And Tanner will get himself a kill, and now a second trap. Could find Crystallize. And the Blink's forward, but the damage just isn't there with
That's a Medusa, man.
Yeah.
Does break the link, though.
And that's important, but Tanner still getting fairly low. 5 more seconds before another refraction, but does have the trap on the high ground. There's 9 Pasha just so slow, getting kited around here. Ilias hiding in a little nook and cranny there. He's going to throw some fire blasters. It looks like TA just wants to deal with Roshan with this double damage. The Mystic Snake goes through into the pit, catches out the TA and Roshan, so Crystallize getting a nice boost in health. Na'Vi looking to continue the standoff around the pit. What can they do here? They've got the arena. They're looking for an opening to go in and catch a few in this one. They're going to pull in the Will-O-Wisp. PPD starts the fight up. They go with the Stone Gaze now. The Medusa. Medusa losing most of her mana, though. She's going to be very, very careful. Crystallize pops the wand, and they've taken out the TA. They've dealt with the double damage TA. The Blink Echo Slam does damage to the Ogre, but there's no follow-up, and NIP have already lost their key damage dealers, and Na'Vi
to Crystallize a boss. He just walked in like he didn't give a crap. He didn't have Manta yet. Like, when you have carries in the North American region that are 300 gold from a big item, and they just say, nah, we're going to fight now, as they actually buy back on the Echo Slam list.
Roche is so low.
Earthshaker.
They really, even just a Fisher, they're hoping they can contest this one. They cookie on forward with the static link. He's going to steal a lot of damage. The blinding light, they just can't break the static link.
He could have clumsy netted him instead, actually.
Oh, and then he would have been able to still right-click him during it. And elsewhere, Crystallize secures the Aegis for the team. Manta style online as well, level 14, and suddenly things go from pretty okay to not so great for NIP.
This is my concern. It's just 1 or 2 bad fights by NIP, and it's hard to win the game. And it's kind of seeing a rinse and repeat of last game, as they do pick off Mars. He is pretty squishy on 9 Pasha to the TA Deso. He's only got 11 armor, and Meld Strike plus Deso is 14. So 11 minus 14, quick math, that's -3 gods.
We'll take another look at this team fight. Crystallize's moment as he just charges in. We'll see it
boss
soon.
Mode.
What happened to Milan? That's what I'm curious about, because it felt like he could not get off an Echo Slam. We'll take another look at it later as Crystallize is getting jumped on. He's got the Aegis, but NIP feeling like they can take a fight here, but they don't want to overcommit. They're leaving just the Bristle. Elsewhere, the Mars Arena is keeping the backlines of NIP locked in place. It's the Earthshaker who's barely staying alive for now and actually manages to blink away, so he's going to survive. And 9 Pasha, Mars is maybe paying the price for this one. They lost the Bristle back. The cookie. Mars dead for 70 seconds. I believe that's a dieback from previously. He's statically taking a lot of damage. The Mortimer's Kiss is raining on down. Blizzy's like, let's get the hell out of here. Takes PPD with him, but they lose both TA and Bristle for it.
And if you're facing back, the Blade Mail dishes the damage back before reductions. So if he's getting that 40% damage reduction from his passive, he's still dishing out full damage back to them. So it is pretty impactful in that way. But they smoked up. 9 Pasha.
He turns and doesn't want to face him, but TA blinks behind. Now the spear into the wall. 9 Pasha's got backup with the Essence Ring. He stays alive.
He's so tanky.
Tanner just gets deleted. The Huck still trapped in the arena as well.
The Blade Mail. This is why I think Blade Mail on
nice
non-hit heroes is just not very good.
Saw the fissure coming, and the Huck. This is where they wish they had that Dark Rift to get the hell out of here. Not using it, but the Stone Gaze trying to run in front of him to get the stun. Crystallize, unable to succeed in doing so. And yeah, he survives through it all. Does Razor just forget to use the Clumsy Net there? Is that?
No, he actually used it at the very end, but it was just irrelevant. I think he could have used it earlier, and it would have been much more impactful. But it really is hard to use neutral items that are active targetable items in the current meta. Like when they added the extra hockey slot.
Yeah, it's
hard for me, and I've heard other players talk about it too.
Yep.
You've been playing Dota for 15 years, you don't have that 7th hockey. Titan Sliver found by Medusa. It is 26 minutes, so the new items coming out. Let's see, we got any of them for anybody? Wait, Blizzy, man, Blizzy. You don't have a neutral item, buddy.
It's coming on the courier?
27 minutes in the game, bro.
Surely it's just coming out on the courier or something.
No, it's all 5 couriers are in base.
We'll see what happens with that one. But 9 Pasha, he's got Crystallize with him, but that is not the arena was hoping for. Magical gets Blink Echo, doesn't get a chance to use a BKB, gets blown up. Great play from Milan.
They have buybacks.
Yeah, they're going to fissure, lock Crystallize outside of his base. It gets a cookie to try to push him out, but he gets pulled back in, and now he drops a BKB Stone Gate. He's going to turn and fight with the Mortimer's Kisses. PPD doesn't stand a chance against that one. But unfortunately for Na'Vi, they don't get any more kills other than the fight position. So really good outcome from NIP, who get a buyback out of it.
Annoying to have to itemize against that, but probably worth it if I had to imagine. They have no other evasion on the entire squad.
Again, the courier sure as hell can. It's now. If you can't fly in your alley, you're doing something wrong.
That is absolutely true. Some of them are a little bit less believable. I think everyone dreams of that, so that's appealing to the emotion rather than reason, you know? And that's respectable in and of its own right.
Oh, no. The blink. There's the blink. It comes in on Blizzy. He goes for the escape, but he gets silence.
Yeah, the Mind Breaker.
Mind Breaker, nice.
Yeah, usually that 1.5 second silence isn't that big of a deal, but that specific case was quite nice.
So more damage block coming out on the Medusa. This is an amazing item. Better than probably all the tier 4 items for carries some of the time, it feels
I'd prefer a leveler for sure. Dish it out. As Dahak walks up the high ground. I don't know about that.
TA's in the Roshan pit.
Okay, he's making some space.
Yeah.
They have to get through this frontliner.
TA's killing this fast.
They're just okay.
I don't think Na'Vi realized how fast Roshan's going down.
Ag Scepter for who? Shaker? Shaker gets the Ags.
Nice.
It's honestly a pretty underwhelming Ags in comparison to what it used to be, but are they really not going to hold on to the flicker on anybody? 40 movement speed is so much. Even if you just drop it in fights, item. This will die in about 4 seconds.
2, 3.
Count really slow, please. 4. Nah, nailed it. Yep. Nailed it. As the Ags, do they take it on the Underlord? They do. So now the damage is given to the rest of his team. I believe it is half.
Yeah, but no one nearby. But yeah, he's being pinged.
Oh my god, he canceled on accident.
Yeah, I think he got scared, like you said. He's not going for it anymore. He's waiting to maybe see some, he smokes up again, so now we will go for it, I believe. But that's given it a chance to jump in the top lane. Echo Sign going to catch 2. They've lost the Mars. They're likely going to lose the Snapfire as well. 4 stuff away from Slayer with the Grandma as well. Grandma!
It's too soon!
Get out of there!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, they've got buybacks. Nice multicast on Dahak.
Wait, if you cast a Lotus Orb on a mid-multicast, the second cast hits the Ogre? That's cool.
They've got all their items, I guess. Yeah, he's looking for a courier, maybe? Might see it soon. Tanner, whoa.
He actually is going for a courier.
Just Soaring needs to get out, and there's going to be a TA with a melt
why
back.
did
Magical may just die here.
Worth.
He can go for BKB TPE, but Tanner, will he get here in time for the melt bash? Doesn't use the BKB.
He's fine.
Okay. Nothing to talk about here. He's going to live.
Yep.
Whoa.
Almost got out. I actually can't believe they managed to burst him in time. And the range racks, that's unhealable damage. So once they start chipping out that range racks,
that's some. Yeah, they're getting this.
oh, he has spell amp too.
Yeah, let's say that looked like a lot more than 144 damage.
8.2% spell amp. Wait, does it do max HP burn damage? Do towers get burned? Wait, rapier? What? What? I'm too busy looking at nothing happening for something to happen.
Navi,
can we get a replay of that, please?
We're trying to math some things here. Can you not kill heroes with rapier? If you're Navi, you've got to force his buyback, but to do so, you may put yourself in danger.
Let's be clear. That rapier drop put a 30% dent in their advantage here. They had 38k, and now it's 26k.
Yeah. Who picked it up?
The Razor has the rapier.
Razor. Okay, so Razor no longer needs to buy one. Can buy.
Deuce has got his second one. Is it going to be a backup, or is it going in the inventory?
Will the burn damage also be 25%? I don't know.
So it's 120. Yeah, it should be 120 then.
Plus you said it was like 100.
So it should be like 260 with spell amp. Yeah.
Who gets his Ags? Bristle, let's go. AoE goose.
Outpost is more important than tier 5 items, Magical. I'm actually disappointed.
Yeah, I'm
actually serious.
Force
boots. I've actually never seen these. 40% movement speed. That's nice.
That's a lot of movement speed. You can maybe play without boots.
Dispel.
Yeah,
wait, they dispel. Wow, I didn't know they dispelled.
Spells you to put some
Magical doing the jungling that we all need at 60 minutes into the game. Yep. As a fight going on bottom.
Yeah, with the Will-O-Wisp, they're pulling them in here. Crystallize is holding the front lines here, trying to bring down the Will-O-Wisp.
He's just killing them.
Kisses, just blowing everybody
Thank God they all have their own copy of cheese.
Okay, that's Medusa BKB being used.
Magical's actually just farming during this time.
He's like, you guys are good, right? I'm getting items for us.
He's not getting any. Yeah, he's not getting any. Kill the satyrs. That's value. Twice as many creeps.
Sync to the Ancients or anything?
Oh, the Apex. Dude. Razor. Dude,
let's go.
How can you just be farming neutrals and TP out before you finish them? I'm actually insanely disappointed in him right now.
I like how they're just giving up the racks to farm tier 5 items.
They're so important.
I mean, these racks literally mean nothing at this point. Whoa, the spit! They throw in the Mars, but he instantly gets Blink Melt back, and they're going to lose
Mom!
Mom, I didn't want to fight! What's going on? Medusa's going to mad out of this one, being disarmed. Crystallize just can't right-click here. Another Will-O-Wisp coming in. PPD with the refreshes. Locking it right in place. Crystallize is going down.
Rapier down.
Rapier, the fallen Sky catches out 3. The Airshaker followed up with the turn. Medusa bites back, has a backup Rapier to play around. The Underlord steals a Rapier. Medusa, there we go. Still right-clicking busy. Blizzy just looking at the hell out. Take the racks. And, oh, no, he canceled. Oh, they still want to fight. The Hack on the front lines on the Bristleback doing some good damage here. Blizzy, though, melting to the Medusa Rapier. Needs to find a way out of this one. Magical on the front lines with a Rapier of his own.
Oh, my God.
He's life-stealing as well. The TA loses the Aegis here. And, oh, no, they've lost Bristle. Is it a throw? They blink out. Tanner gets the hell out of there. Milan gets the hell out of there. PPD
Ogre down.
Back.
Carry down.
Okay. No Ogre.
Wait, he has a Seer Stone on Ogre.
Oh, what's that one do?
The cast range vision bonus. Woodland Striders. That's actually my favorite. 2/3 of this net worth lead is from consumed Acceptors and Rapiers.
Okay.
A little bit misleading.
I mean, Navi still seem bottled up in their base, though, is the problem, and NIP doing a great job of just controlling the map. Mars finally gets level 25. Oh, the Mirror Shield on the Abyssal.
That's what I said. That's the one thing I predicted right the entire day.
Milan charging in, gets the fissure. There's no buyback on the Medusa. They're going to lose the Shaker, though, here to start the fight, perhaps. He goes down. He has buyback, and he's going to get the Coddle as well. 9 Pasha just destroying the fight. Magical charging in. These kisses just raining down.
I don't get it. The positioning from Earthshaker not playing around the fallen sky.
Yep. Wasn't ready for that one. 9 Pasha finally got off a perfect range. They're going to buy back the supports. Magical on the front lines. They're going to instantly delete Tanner. He buys back immediately. They're trying to fight this one. He can TP to those traps of his so he can get back to this fight. Cook the
Oh, that is true.
NIP, you just use 3 buybacks?
And then, like, the team that has more fans will get the items they want. The other team can have a pirate hat. 3 rapiers? No, Moonshard. He has a Moonshard. Oh, he gave a Moonshard to Razor.
Okay.
That's where we've arrived at now.
I feel like buying like a backpack refresh would be nice. Nice will-o-wisp. They're going to Abyssal. The Ogre instantly gets deleted, as does the Snapfire. Medusa just being disarmed by the Halberd.
Sky!
Oh, he's locking them in place.
That's not a tanky hero.
Just getting deleted. He gets the cheese off just in time to stay alive for a little bit longer. Crystallize can't keep up with him, and Blizz is going to get the hell out of there. They've lost Cuddle, and Cuddle does not have buyback, so Na'Vi with the numbers advantage. The Hawk is just melting. One or two more right clicks will finish him off.
He wants the man.
Yes, from downtown. Oh,
the Fallen Sky! No, he's BKB'd.
Oh no, Pasha, he's looking for a spear. He can't find his spear. Oh no, he may pay for the price for this one. He's being bashed up. He doesn't get off, even the buyback. Crystallize now being chased down as well. He's going to try to turn and fight, but he's going to be careful.
How do you kill this Dusa, man?
Yeah. Well, that may be tested.
He has all of his talents too. He's got level 30.
Oh. And Roach number 6. So this is the second last.
Is this 6 or 7? Because I said 7.
I believe it's 6.
It's probably 6 based on the timer in the game.
Yeah.
And Acceptor, there's only one left, I think. So I can't really go back on the prediction I made earlier, so.
Roach number 7. So
Apex Medusa, 75 agility.
He's making trees. Is he drawing pictures? Draw us a picture, my friend.
He's actually gonna freaking die now. Oh, the Fallen Sky! Into the tree! Oh, the tree!
Oh, he's still alive. He's barely living to Hawk. He needs to get out. It would be the most embarrassing death of his life.
Meanwhile, the Fallen Sky, as well as the...
No. Oh, they catch up. Over here, they got to be careful. Ogre does not have buyback.
My man, Ogre.
That is not a death you're happy about if you're Na'Vi. Without the Bloodlust now, without the Hex, this game gets a whole lot harder.
Oh my god, that Medusa attacks so fast with Bloodlust Solar Crest. But the Bloodlust is going to expire, and he's dead for 115 seconds. No. Your Bloodlust bot is dead.
Well, Medusa getting jumped here in the mid lane. They've got a lot of buybacks. The Cookie being crystallized. He just heals off back to full, deletes him with a double kill. The double rapier, too much damage. Bristle's just going to stray his way out of there as TA insta-buys back.
Bonus physical damage of 50%. He hits for 1,250 with 3 rapiers. When does it end, gods? When will...
Yeah. My most memorable rapier game was actually Na'Vi back in 2014, MLG Columbus. Havas Gyrocopter buying, I think he bought like 3 rapiers in this one game. And they made a huge comeback, beat DK. Probably before your time. I'm just telling boomer stories. Fallen Sky with the Aeon Disc. He assembles it, but he's still going to be caught inside the arena. The Spitfire just globbing everybody into
his backpack. BKB. His BKB was in his backpack, so he could not get out of the arena.
Ooh. He prioritized the Aeon Disc, perhaps mistakenly so. 9 Pasha getting very low here. They're going to buy back the Bristle. Just a 17k gold lead, and oh, Mars actually just goes down. Dies to a Cuddle Blast, I believe.
This might be the most valued Ghost Scepter game in the history.
Oh, nice fissure. Blink, Echo Slam, the follow-up. There's going to be a Fallen Sky as well to stun everybody up, but Medusa gets off the BKB. Going to right-click down the Underlord. Good start to the fight. Crystallize just tearing them apart. Gets... ping-ponged around a little bit.
He has a refresher in his backpack, but not really any mana to cast it. He could TP base, refresher, and then come back with a TP.
Ooh, blink in. Pass shot, doesn't have buyback, but he's risking his life for this one. Goes on PPD, who has an Aeon Disc himself. Hexed up. Medusa gets forced up now away. A game of ping pong here as Crystallize is going to turn, look to fight, gets disarmed though. The Hawk doing a good job of kiting as Crystallize is going to pull back. Both teams playing very cautiously here in the Rat top lane. Earthshaker's going in, going to get the Mega Creeps, but elsewhere they're going to lose the Coddle. That's the Book of the Dead. Back in the main fight here, Crystallize just being kited around. Does look like Razor manages to address the problem by TPing back here.
That also amps your physical damage by 50%.
That's what I mean by the bonus damage, sorry.
Oh, I see. Yes.
But I guess as Medusa, you generally don't want to waste time.
Yeah, that could have been 3 right clicks.
Yeah, you attack so fast that casting sake.
Wait, they just sniped the Aegis on the NIP side.
Okay, Tanner's got himself an Aegis.
That was lame. I thought there was going to be like some contest of this Roche, and we had like 40 to 50 Mega Creeps in our base.
Yeah, defending, right?
Yes. No. Like in our fountain that we were saving them up.
Okay.
And because you could just buy new Helm Doms, I think is what it was.
Yeah, each Helm Dom could dominate one creep.
And Ritsu on Naga Siren smoked into our base and sang our fountain and killed all of our Helm Doms.
They're losing heroes on the Na'Vi side. Both supports get picked off. Both supports have buyback. As I mean, NIP don't do anything too special to find those kills. It was just stragglers getting caught out. Okay, so we're waiting for buybacks, it looks like, as both teams' supports and some of their cores, Underlord missing buyback, Mars missing buyback. You can buy just the moonshards for your teammates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm losing my mind now.
This is where your mechanics get truly tested.
Yeah.
3 hours is the record, by the way. What are the odds we reach 3 hours? We're not even halfway there. This is their tactics. As far as tactics go, NIP are still thinking. The brain, the wheels, the cogs, they're turning.
Medusa has bought 2 more backup rapiers.
These are this is the 4th and 5th backup rapier I was telling you about, Brian.
This is true.
He's theory crafty. Yeah, he's got the extra health, the extra AoE, and the extra flicker on the Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, it's all the ability buffs for him.
Yeah.
He's got some very customized talents. I wish every hero had that instead of like 14 agility or something.
Yeah. When you get something like that at your level 30, you're just like, well, this didn't change much. And oh, Dahak, making trees. Seeing what he can do. He's very fast.
Oh my god, is this going to be the first Roche taken by Na'Vi?
This is Roche number 8. We have surpassed Roche number 7.
Number 7.
The drone. Radiant drone is being targeted. But it's being defended at the same time. Maz is there with the arena, keeping them away.
Underlord.
They're going to charge him. Milan, Earthshaker, he just jumps in with the totem. Maz immediately buys back.
He's done with
He's trying to defend this one. They're trying to focus the tier 4 towers. Blizzy just looking to get the hell out of there. Is there anything to stun him up? He actually TP'd his BKB, I think, wore off for a split second.
He didn't have sheep.
There was nothing to cancel it. Crystallized forced to Stone Gaze, and now just jumping out.
The Mortimer's kisses! The kisses of Mama! That rain down upon the cooties have been spread, and he burns.
Tiger, don't worry. Orders restored.
Cheese denied. I saw that. Come on, full force.
Like, the second I heard that, I just couldn't hold it. My laughter. That was so bad. Yeah, and I knew it was coming too.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be reliable. Like, you got to condition people. Yep. You know, you got to make them expect it. And then eventually I'll let you down by not saying it.
Let's go the Necrobooks. I can teach
Here it is. Here it is.
The Underlord is going to
go for it. Game over, GG.
They're going to go straight for the throne. It's going to be through the backdoor protection. Na'Vi have find their way in. They made it look so easy. Simple. Piece of cake.
Took them an extra 60 minutes to pull that one off as a gloriously exciting game finishes up in a glorious, exciting manner, and I'm done.
So I feel like Na'Vi have more chances to win. Okay, so Na'Vi, the team that did just lose that 100-minute game, it looks like they possibly might have a better drift.
But we'll see. Na'Vi still pinging as if they're going to consider a play. A lot of fights onto the cliff. You go PPD, Snipe Slayer up there, and he's going to be forced to TP his way out of there. Pasha wants this bounty rune. A lot of battles, right-click battles going down. Dahak wins the other one. As Pasha
What's up, Slayer? How you doing, buddy? Just making sure you're still there. Okay, guys, he's there.
They get the vision by getting nice.
They can blinding light him onto the Ursa if they want.
Oh. Are they going to give the kill to the Ursa? Oh, no, they gave it to the bat. Tanner mid, of course. Yeah. Flung around. He's going to mess with this lane equilibrium.
Around the Rosie. Nobody else thought of that? Okay. Will he take the second wave? What's the play? Where is he going? He's taking Ilias on a journey around the world with him as we go mid
lane. Magical. Perhaps a little bit too late. Oh, that was close.
If you got that shield off, he would have been perfectly fine. Actually has a point in Flame Break, so you just don't level overpower and you buy treads.
There you go.
So you attack faster. Kind of interesting how that ends up working out. Pasha. Might be in some trouble. Who's in some trouble, actually?
Yeah.
It looks like it might be Peter.
Slayer's coming with the shackles, and they're going to blow up Peter as Dahak salving up is looking for a revenge kill. Tanner rotates in with the lasso, going to cancel TP.
Tanner? Tanner?
Pasha?
Tanner?
Got a timber chain. Oof. Almost maybe gets out of
He literally took him to the one spot. Dahak couldn't hit him.
He did have a haste rune, so chasing him. Back at top, Morphling unable to make a huge dent in this tier 1 tower. He's going down to about half health as he continues to free farm away.
Bottom. Trying to catch Pasha, gets the flame break into the lasso. Dahak follows it up, and it's a feeding timber saw, I think.
Hopefully, if you're NIP, because Ursa did not use his ultimate there for the bonus damage, but
so nice little rework to the hero there. But apparently, after the nerfs originally to the patch, he's still pretty bad.
So Milan's got the Blink Dagger queued up next.
Top lane gets the stun onto the Void Spirit. I guess this is why they picked it.
Yep, a lot of lockdown. Slayer finds him with the control. I think they may struggle to find this kill, but we'll maybe put that to the test. Milan's coming in, has a purge creep.
It's especially hard when you don't have lasso, but he has it pretty soon. Does miss the flame break. He's chasing, though. He's on the prowl.
It's ambitious. Tanner.
Yeah,
he's diving in, but he's got a lot of friends coming in. Yeah,
the bad is TPing, but it's late.
They really need that shield here. The Will-O-Wisp comes in as well. The Abaddon just can't do anything. There's a black hole on the backlines. Catches up too. Crystallize does get a little bit further out. He tries to use his morph to get himself back to safety, but NIP have just overrun them. Tanner's on a mega kill streak. His mid-bat. Fantastic stuff. Looking to build up some of that additional status resist. And, well, the Huck picks up an Aegis now. Just a 2k gold lead, so as much as it's been NIP making all the plays, setting the tempo, being the aggressors, they haven't pulled ahead by a huge margin. Ooh, nice. Flame break. Cancels the Timber Chain as well with the lasso, and now Nine Pasha are going to go the hell down. He gets bursted, and Blizzy rotating in, thought about a second kill, but
as he's going for a Lotus Orb super early on in the game on 9 Pasha. The problem is you need this against the Spirit Vessel, you need this against the Bat Rider, Sticky Napalm, but then you have the Ursa, you have the Bat Rider, like lasso still, as you see here.
There's that exact lasso. The Huck's going to follow it up and look to burst him down with the Will-O-Wisp.
The Will-O-Wisp killed the trees, so he couldn't Timber Chain away.
Oh, beautiful. And Crystallize, well, we talked about the E-Blade coming in. It looks like he bursted the Void Spirit, maybe. At least the Shaman getting credit to the kill.
DP Ghost can't miss, and a lot of their damage is either pure or physical, so in the form of like their nukes.
Morphling.
Not sure about the item build overall, but Morphling did get Spirit Vessel. No Abaddon around.
Yeah, it's got the waveform out, but Tanner will follow him. Doesn't have a lasso here, but Crystallize just completely alone. Doesn't seem to have a good escape for this one, and yeah, he's just gonna get picked off farming by himself. Goes for a TP out. Okay, no luck for that one.
Gotta respect the try.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't very close.
Keep him honest.
But they tried to steep the Roche.
Status resist maybe with the Kaya Sanj, as well as, I mean, damage. It kind of gives a few nice things.
They're giving them the full reach around.
Yep.
Radiant does scan the Roche pit, so they to make sure they don't get freaking ambushed.
And Radiant have the high ground. Malign's here, ready with a BKB Black Hole on 3! Oh!
With the white hole!
It's absolutely disastrous as Na'Vi get completely caught up in that. Crystallize is stunned up, being chased down. Do not see an escape for him. He's trying to Firefly himself over there, but Tanner's got some fire of his own. And they'll take out the Morphling. It's only the 2 kills. I thought they'd get a third, but beautiful stuff. As NIP will secure themselves Roshan, and
it also isn't factoring in the 50% from his ult that's not activated right now, but yeah. I was testing you, God. You passed. Good job.
I was just reading numbers off the screen. You know, it's hard to fail when you're just reading
copying
stats.
The answer. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Blink, lasso, the shield. Oh, he just can't get there in time.
I like that he ults and then abyssals because he has 50% or 80% status resistance.
Yep.
Pretty funny, actually.
And NIP are just running over Na'Vi at this point. They're going to get Pasha as well. Oh. He does chain to the high ground, but with the Spirit Vessel, he's just mobility. Not able to do a whole lot. He does lose him off and get... Well, they'll still get him. Now the glyph being used.
They still have hole.
The most amazing building sieges, but when you're this strong at team fighting and the enemy is afraid of that black hole...
It's a good old Ursa high grounding. What do you mean?
Remember, we used to see Ursas get like Deso and stuff just to help with the high grounding.
They are having to deal with the split push bottom as Tanner's looking, trying to be that bully that we all know and love.
Leaves Slayer to die as Crystallize looks to get the hell out of there, and he barely escapes.
Okay. So infestation in our base address. Back to the job at hand.
And with TP's out, they made a jump in to Huck. He does have the Aegis, and yeah. He's got a Keeper of Light behind him as well, so it looks like Na'Vi not going to overcommit for the Ursa.
Back to your own tier 3 when your team is attempting to control the map, because if the opponent is good, they'll just simply run at your teammates, because they know they're a 4v5. So as they approach this, NIP, Tanner looking for some kills top, gets the lasso onto a non-morphing morph.
Here, gets the Hex out, the Screen Will-O-Wisp to lock him down, the Abyssal follow-up, and they burst him from full to nothing. He
Slayer's in some trouble.
Yes, he is.
Make it double! It's a double kill! No, it's a godlike.
Even better, say NIP.
The Octarine core into probably Ags or Refresher, and he can feel real good about himself as he also has the level 15% cooldown talent, and the kill score is 4-20, gods. Whew.
NIP delivering for the fans in more ways than one here
True.
in Game 3.
Nice break of the smoke from Tanner.
Pun intended.
Yes, actually. I realized it after, but that was a little too next level for my own good.
I was like, whoa, you're good at this one, Brian. Well,
It's only funny if I'm not trying.
there we go. Na'Vi, they're all in. They know they need to try to take a fight. They have to be careful not to group for the black hole, and they're doing a good job at keeping this fight separate, but Crystallize finds himself stuck on a cliff as Slayer gets bursted elsewhere on the map, and Milan's Enigma did already pump the BKB, so now they're playing without the BKB, which means canceling and dealing with this black hole that little bit easier. Disarm out on the Ursa, who does get the status resist from the ultimate. They're trying to blow up the Death Prop, but comes very close to doing so. 1 or 2 more right clicks, he blinks away. Nice itemization from Magical, keeping him alive. But yeah, the damage from Dahak, and now with the Will-O-Wisp lockdown, Ilias is just being pulled back in. There's the black hole. Solo Magical gets cancelled.
Didn't have it.
As his BKB was on cooldown, but Na'Vi unable to get any kills or even come close to any. Dahak on a beyond godlike.
is just called.
And he instantly just leaves the game. NIP, dominant Game 3.
Wow.
After a hell of a Game 2. That's the game, you know, people will remember.
It's nice to know that their win was not for naught.